Hello and welcome to Market Trap with Raja. I am Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I have been married for more than 15 years with a loving wife, and I'm also blessed with an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Over the last so many videos, I have been sharing with you various trading perspectives, various knowledge perspectives, and I'm so glad that it has been coming along the way we all have been seeing it. So if you're seeing this video for the first time, go ahead and hit the bell icon and also subscribe to my channel. And now in this video, I'm going to be discussing about a completely new sector which we have never discussed before, and that is the pharma index. So stay right till the end where I'm going to be discussing about the pharma index. Everyone wants to trade the pharma, but what is the pharma index getting set at and what are the levels we should be looking at? And that's what I'm going to be discussing about the pharma index. But before we get there, let's try and understand what the Nifty is trying to say, what the Bank Nifty is trying to say, and how we should be positioning ourselves for tomorrow. So the first chart which I would like to take a look at is the Nifty. You can see here right on the charts here, I have been showing you the Nifty charts. Yesterday we had analyzed the Bank Nifty, but today we will begin the session with the Nifty. Nifty, as you can see on the charts right now, it is trying to cross its high around 11,300, and yes, there has been an attempt on 2 days when it has tried to go above the 11,300 zone, and yes, it is giving a closing above 11,300, and the day before yesterday it attempted, and yesterday it attempted, today once again it tried to go and it has given a closing. So it definitely means some positive trend emerging in Nifty. Yes, what we need to worry about, is the formation of doji. What is doji? Doji represents uncertainty, and if you can zoom into the charts here, you can see that this is the doji formation where it is looking like a plus sign. Okay, it is looking like a plus sign where the opening and the closing is round about the same place on 2 consecutive days. But the interesting fact here is that it has made a higher low. So it still continues to retain the bullishness, and that's why we should be looking at the market. Though doji represents uncertainty, but out here the trend continues to retain the bullish poise. And now if you take a look at the lower panel, you can see here that the RSI continues to move up. It is moving steadily above 60. So the daily charts of Nifty continues to remain positive, and you should be taking a look at it from a bullish frame of mind. Now if I were to use the concept of pitchfork, you can see here I'm using the pitchfork here, and what is the daily pitchfork telling us? It is telling us that the trend is very much intact and the median line is emerging somewhere around 11,500. So there is still a lot of room on the upside emerging in Nifty. So the overall prospects continue to remain bullish, and we should not worry about the Nifty turning negative unless and until lower channel, which is somewhere around 11,150, like we had discussed yesterday, is going to turn a little bit on the downside. So unless 11,150 is broken, we should continue to retain the bullish poise. Now what we'll do is we will step into NeoTrader and ask NeoTrader what is the setup which we should be considering. And as I step into NeoTrader, we will try and understand what kind of confluences are emerging, how should we be looking at the whole setup itself, and how we should plan our strategy for tomorrow. So let's go into NeoTrader. Let's go into the consolidated view, and let's step down to our pivot confluence. So as we step down into the pivot confluence, we see that once again, like yesterday, Nifty was right at the pivot. Today also Nifty is right at the pivot. So what does it say? It says that Nifty is continuing to debate what it wants to do. So at the current juncture of 11,327, we will see what room does it have on the upside. On the upside, we are noticing that the immediate, is there any confluence which we can see? So what are you observing right now? Right now you are observing that there is a very tight move emerging, and the resistance zones are emerging around 11,437. That is where the median line is arriving at. So 11,437 is the upside, and out here at the lower panel you can take a look at S1 is 11,285. This is your pivot confluence here. So it is tying up with 11,261. So there is a tie up here. So 11,261 here is the support zone right now. So these are the support zones to watch out for, and these are the resistance zones to watch out for. So for tomorrow, we are getting a confluence around these areas, and there are no strict confluences emerging like the previous sessions. So overall prospects of Nifty continue to remain bullish, and that is what we are observing on the Nifty. Now let's go and take a look at Bank Nifty. So this is the setup on Bank Nifty, and what I am finding is that the Bank Nifty we had discussed yesterday at a crucial Fibonacci cluster around 22,000 mark had to be surpassed, and you can see here the way the Nifty gapped above that zone. That is the power of cluster. So if you're not taken a look at the Fibonacci video, you can take a look at the video here. So this video will tell you that how a Fibonacci cluster is to be set up and how you should be anticipating the move. So if you see here, the strong move above the cluster emerged, and it moved quite well, and the dip near the opening ensured that there was some buying emerging again. So the cluster zone around 22,000, you can see here around the cluster zone, you saw a steady buying emerging, and that pushed the Bank Nifty up once again. So that's the important of cluster resistance. The cluster resistance has become support. So now if I were to use this, this is called as a modified pitchfork. You can take a look at this. There is a pitchfork video also available with us. For those who want to know pitchfork more in detail, you can go and take a look at that video where I have explained in detail as to how to draw a pitchfork, what are the benefits of pitchfork, and how you can draw the channel in the way it should be drawn. Now coming back to the Bank Nifty chart, you can see the way the whole trend is moving. There is a move on 10th which moved above the median line, and then it was testing the median line, and once again it has moved up above the median line, and now it is taking support at the median line. So now there is a confluence of the median line as well as the Fibonacci cluster, so which puts Bank Nifty in a much better position compared to the Nifty. If you recall, in yesterday's video I had said that Bank Nifty could now take a lead and it could help the indices sustain, and this is what has happened today. Today, the primary reason for the Nifty to recover after the initial profit booking which we saw was the Bank Nifty. Now, as you can see on the charts, Bank Nifty is clearly once again showing that yes, there is some promise emerging, and the promise of going all the way till the median line, which is around 22,400, is very much possible. And around those zones, you are having, if you go shift a little bit to your left, you can see here that there are various touch points which are emerging here, and around the upper end of the channel and the value area resistance zones around here around 22,400, that could be an area to watch out for tomorrow, and that's how we should be looking at Bank Nifty. Lower levels continue to remain at 22,000. So for tomorrow, once again, we are looking at a band of 22,000 to 22,400, and it should be an interesting setup on the charts as well. So let's now once again go down and take help from our friend NeoTrader. NeoTrader ensures that you are able to get the right kind of levels. And yesterday too, we had seen that the R1 cluster was at 22,000, and once you cross that, the next zone was around 22,400. So we are definitely in line with whatever we analyzed yesterday. And today, once again, as we step up, you can see our Bank Nifty has closed above the pivot. This is the pivot, 22,140. and Bank Nifty is trading above that. Now, in terms of the cluster, okay, in terms of the cluster support, so 22,140 is the immediate support which you can consider. You can see here that 22,140, this is 22,140, the pivot. It is tying up with this level. All right, and at the higher bounds, we had discussed about 22,450. So you can see here, again you have a cluster at R3 of intraday and R3 of multi-day. So in terms of Bank Nifty to the upside, you have got around 22,480 to 520 as an important zone, and the median line is emerging there. The previous value area is emerging there. So you have a nice set of resistance zones out there. So you will have around a 250 point move in Bank Nifty, which is very much possible. That's what the pivot confluence analysis and the chart analysis is giving us. It is giving us a possibility to where the trends can move, and that's what helps us to plan our trade. So if you are prepared, if you are planning your trade, you will be able to execute it well. That's what is a message which I like to give out in every video which I do. And now, if it were to happen that it travels to the downside, I had said that 22,000 is an important zone to watch out for. The tip off point in our pivot study has been the R1 and the S1. And here what we find is that at the lower level, 22,000 is also the S1. So yes, this is something to watch out for. And if you were to witness, so you can see here, there are some confluences emerging here. It's also the pivot for the month. So yes, 22,000 is an important zone, and right now Nifty has definitely moved above a strong confluence zone for tomorrow. Bank Nifty has moved above that confluence zone. So yes, we are looking at a very interesting setup in Bank Nifty. If 21,950 to 22,000 is given away, then Bank Nifty could correct. Else, it could be a day of Bank Nifty all the way up to 22,500. So this is how you got to plan yourself. This is how you got to plan your trade. And if you do that, you don't have to worry. Luck is always on your side because you have already done most of the work. Okay. So now let's go down to the other interesting index. I'm sure that you have watched right till here, and now you're waiting to understand how am I going to get something out of the pharma index. Well, Auro Pharma is going to come out. It's going to be coming out with its results. Is it going to drive up the pharma index, or are we looking at something else? So let's go down quickly and find out what we have in store. This is the pharma index right now. Let me clear out the drawings here. This is the pharma index. You can see that the sharp move since the March low over the last 5 months has been phenomenal. It has almost doubled. You can see here it was at 6,000, now it's at 12,000. Pharma index has doubled. And what has happened? Every stock in the pharma has had some measure of success. Some stocks have phenomenal success. Now we need to see whether the success is getting overextended. And if it is getting overextended, then we should be ready for a reversal. So the first question is the pharma index due for reversal? Let's try and find out. So what we'll be doing is we will be doing a time frame wise structured analysis and seeing what really is happening in the pharma index. So let's first go and take a look at the Nifty Pharma on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, what you're seeing right now is it has doubled. It is forming something like a shooting star, a modified shooting star here. And what I also found is if I use the concept of Fibonacci extension, I find that around the 12,300 zone, it's almost come till there. It is a 2.618 extension, which is definitely indicating that the trends are getting stretched. Well, if it has got the momentum, it could continue further. But then when you talk about momentum and when you talk about trends, we need to understand how can we put both of them together. And that's why I took the help of ADX DMI panel here. Let me just thicken up the lines for you so that you can take a look at that with more clarity. So this is what is the ADX DMI line here. The pink color is trend strength and the blue is the direction. So overall setup is positive. But what we are seeing right now is that the trends are reaching a point of exhaustion. They are reaching a point. I am not saying that the trends are getting exhausted, but it is definitely a sign of caution. So if I were to just see, then you can see here that in and around this area, the trends may tire out. So now, if you were to get excited about the prospects of the pharma sector and start investing or momentum investing in a big way, then it would not be an appropriate time because the trends are getting stretched, the trends are getting extended. So what you are seeing right now is an extended trend in progress in the pharma space, and this could probably be an end point in pharma, and you could experience some pullback from here. So what I would advise is wait for the pullback and then see what you could do best. So what are the other indications that we are receiving from the pharma space? Let's go down one time frame lower and take a look at that. Let's go down to the daily chart. Right. So this is the daily chart for you. And what are you seeing on the daily chart? Let me just remove the setups from the previous time frame. And let me zoom in a little bit more. And you can see here that right now, after the strong rise which we have seen this week, you are seeing out here, these two candles together is a setup called as dark cloud cover. So dark cloud cover is a reversal pattern, and now pharma index is showing some signs of hesitation. Yes, there was some hesitation in the previous week too, but that got overridden. And once again, there are some signs of hesitation. And as the momentum continues to remain buoyant, yes, we should be on the positive side, but we should definitely start introducing a tighter stop loss. So that's what is the setup on the pharma index. And I would advise all my viewers who are watching this video, if you're having position in the pharma, be bullish, but be very, very mindful of your stop loss because the trends are definitely showing signs of exhaustion. That was my take on the various indices. Today, I tried to introduce a new index. I'll be trying and introducing some index if I see some kind of setup emerging. So I hope you got some information about the markets, about planning your trades, about the indices itself. You also got some idea about NeoTrader, which is the #1 trading software for every trader and investor. Do go out there and take a look at our website, neotrader.in. Register for the software, take a look at it, understand it, so that, or if you can also contact, there are contact numbers given below. You could contact our team and get to know more about this software. It gives you a brilliant analysis of the market. That's all from me. I am Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I've been in the market for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the market. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.